Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed the previous show that talked about what Bitcoin is and why it's such an exciting time to be involved in Bitcoin. What I want to focus on today, and again because I am new, I'll talk to you, but I'll put any relevant links below this for you to click to learn more about what I'm talking about. Okay, so I want to sort of start focusing on today on what you would do to buy some Bitcoin and how you'd go about that. Before I do that, as always, please like this video, please share this video, please subscribe to my channel, please tell others about it and get them to subscribe, get all your family and friends to start learning about Bitcoin, because if you don't, it is like somebody raving about the internet back in the late 90s. You did nothing about it, and today you don't understand it. It's like everyone telling you that one day every one of us will have a mobile phone with our bank on the phone, and everyone going, yeah, right, I don't believe that. And look at it today. Bitcoin will be everywhere. It will be commonplace in a decade or under. It will take many decades for the world financial system to completely change, but Bitcoin will be a household name in a decade or less. So I implore all of you, tell all of your friends, get them to watch and follow my channel, so at least I can educate them, so then they can make their own decision as to whether they want to be involved in the Bitcoin community or not. Don't know if you can hear me on mic. I might bring that microphone a little bit closer. Sorry about that. So today I want to sort of go into the fundamentals, the basics of how to buy some Bitcoin. It's not as easy as just going and buying some. There's some things you need to consider. And the first thing, I want to sort of get you in the right mindset as to why you should own some Bitcoin. And one of the reasons that I decided to buy some was simple. I saw my money sat in a savings account in my bank earning 2% interest a year. At the end of the year, with maybe a couple of £1,000 in there, you get 30 quid or something silly, And my friend said to me, Brian, imagine if you put your money into a Bitcoin savings plan, for want of a better word. And he said, all it does is doubles each year. Is that better than having it in a bank? And I went, oh my goodness, yeah. He said, now, of course, you could lose your money, but the chances are you're never going to lose your money. You're going to double, treble, quadruple your money and some. He said, but I need to make it clear, and I need to make it clear to you guys, that of course there's a risk in any financial investment we make. Keep that one in mind. So when I'm advising you to get some Bitcoin, what I'm saying is do your own research. Look into it. Look at any of my links below. I'll put links to some of the videos that I first watched when I was introduced to Bitcoin. Videos with Richard Branson talking about it, Bill Gates talking about it. I've got links here that talks about, the top guy in PayPal saying it's going to be worth masses in a decade or less. So, look out for those below. Always look at the links below, and I'll try and post anything that I think could help you all. So in my opinion, to put Bitcoin in, to put my money into Bitcoin instead of a bank savings account every time. Let me explain why. My first Bitcoin I purchased in May 2017 when my friend called me. I spent £1,500 on a Bitcoin. A couple of months previous, he'd bought one at £800, so it had already doubled then. And I thought, well, let's see where this goes. Now, as I record this video, it's April 2018, and in December 2017 Bitcoin just grew massively up to $20,000, remember dollars, on the 17th of December, and at the time, let's say that was 16,000. What had happened to my 1,500? It had quadrupled twice, in sort of 7 months. Now it crashed right back. There was what we call a retracement, which is what happens. It goes up and it falls back, and that's its volatility. But even today, what one Bitcoin at around £5,000, well, £1,500 to buy it, 5,000 worth today and it's going to grow again in 2018 and upwards, does that give me a better return than putting it in my bank? Oh my Lord, absolutely. And I can't encourage you enough to get some Bitcoin. But the one thing you need to learn, a phrase you need to learn, is buy the dip. Those people that bought a bit of Bitcoin when it was $20,000 and then it retraced all the way back to $7,000, they're all bitter and twisted because they lost money, etc. So you've got to learn when is a good time to buy and when is a good time not to buy. So for me, I bought a bit more Bitcoin when it was a lot higher than the first £1,500 I bought. So the 5,000 odd it's worth today, it isn't worth so much. But in the long term, all the commentators, all the experts are saying it will go above $30,000, $50,000. It'll even breach $100,000, in a few years down the line. So I can't encourage you all right now because in April 2018, Bitcoin is down. Now is the time to what we call accumulate. And I can't encourage you to accumulate more than as this video is being produced. So treat it as a savings plan and not something where you go and buy coffee with it. Because imagine buying a £2 cup of coffee with some Bitcoin, and you can do that. Imagine doing that, and then 5 years down the road, you realise that cup of coffee maybe cost you 5,000 quid because of how Bitcoin has grown. So treat it as a savings plan for the future. The first thing you've got to do before you can buy any Bitcoin is to register on an exchange. That takes 5 minutes. The security side of it can take a little bit longer. You see, when you register with the bank, there's something called KYC, which is know your customer. So your bank will want to take you through a process before you can register that with an exchange. The exchange I'm registered with is called Coinbase. I'll put a link below to Coinbase. And then once you've set Coinbase up with your bank, you can set up a £100 a month, £20 a month, £50 a month, whatever you want to do. That's entirely up to you. To buy my Bitcoin, I used something called local Bitcoins, which is where you deal with a trader. They want to take you through the same process as the banks, but means you can buy it, keeping it away from an exchange. Now, most exchanges, including Coinbase, are centralized. What does that mean? Particularly in the States right now, the IRS, the Inland Revenue Services, they now have instructed Coinbase, because they're centralized, remember that, to give them all the the details, the email, the contact numbers, their inland revenue details, so that they can track them. So now in America particularly, if people are buying and selling cryptocurrencies, you're not eligible for any tax when you buy some. But the minute you trade some, sell some on Coinbase, they're watching that and they're going to come after you for taxes, which is another reason to buy and hold, or hodl. You'll hear me use this term hodl. I love it, and it stands for hold on for dear life. Buy your Bitcoin, put it away, put it on a hardware wallet that we'll talk about going forward, like I've got, and then just keep it for the future, because you can't be taxed on something that you're just holding. So, but you can't do anything without registering with an exchange, or you buy it through localbitcoins.com. We're going to also discuss what wallets are, probably on the next one. You're going to need to know the different types of wallets and their ups and downsides. But for now, that will do for this video. So once again, guys, thank you for watching. Again, like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, pound the like button below. Please bang the like button below. I encourage you to click the likes. That allows us to get the word about this. Our video channels around the world are the only sources of information for the masses that don't really understand Bitcoin yet. They've heard of it but don't understand it. They're the only source of information for us to get our information out there so they can get an understanding and then get into Bitcoin, so we can, up that 1% of people that are involved in Bitcoin to 5% or 10%, and to create some mass adoption. It's an exciting time to be alive, guys. I can't stress that enough. My advice, get into Bitcoin, but know what you're doing. Watch some YouTube videos. Going forward, I'll share some links to some commentators that I followed for the last 11 months and I still follow, and I won't miss their videos. And some of them are a bit controversial, but they give some fantastic information out. I'll share those with you as well going forward. So again, please like this channel, share the channel, pound the like button, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Bye for now, guys.